You did indeed. I'd like to say we've got all of them wrong. They're all out, all of our predictions. But Mexico's Andre Pumas as well.
We didn't get to see too much of Andre's gameplay, but he's been around on the PES scene before for a few years now. So, yeah, would have liked to see him go all the way, but sadly there can only be 4, and we have them now.
So we are going to come back to those final 3 players because we are actually underway in the first of the semi-finals, and it's a lightning start here from Borussia Dortmund, which, as far as I'm aware, is Sofia. He was playing with Borussia Dortmund during the group stages and the quarterfinals. We'll just wait for confirmation, but it does look like it is he who has started on the front foot. The first of the 2 semi-finals, and it's a corner in the 2nd minute to be taken by Marco Reus on the near touchline. In towards the near post, flicked on, and it's an easy save in the end, but it was a real chance there for Sofia from Japan.
And TioMiit, kind of, if he can build on this, that won't phase him. Obviously, we've mentioned how he has strong abilities to build from the back. It's based on his defence. His defence is still strong. He'll be happy with Sofia getting off quickly as long as he didn't get the early goal. He hasn't, and now TioMiit has a chance to build and move forward.
So the longer the game goes on, you feel it's playing into TioMiit's hands because he is very good at those sort of 1-0-ish scorelines. But of course, he had suffered some heavy defeats as well when going behind early. So this first sort of 20 minutes, 25 minutes for TioMiit is probably the most crucial in this semi-final. Remember, there are no 2 legs. It will go to extra time and penalties if we are level, as we are on the left-hand side with Yarmolenko for Sofia. Down that left-hand side. One back, though, by TioMiit, and a chance here for Julian Draxler to play it out towards Yuri on this left-hand side. 10 minutes gone here in Germany. Of course, we are in Japan, in Tokyo, in the real live event. But in the football terms, we are, of course, at the stadium of Borussia Dortmund as it breaks up play. Graham, cagey start.
Cagey start. Both teams kind of feeling each other out a little bit. It's hard to say at this point. Usually within 10-15 minutes you kind of get a feel for who's got the advantage at that point. Both teams still within a chance. It's kind of the same way when we hit the quarterfinals. Nobody wanted to commit too much, and I think that's where we are at this point in time. A couple of sloppy passes, a couple of attacks not really amounting to anything, but we will see as time goes on. I mean, we have mentioned that the longer the time goes, that could be a benefit for TioMiit, but also got to factor in the fact that Sofia is an absolute unknown quantity at this level, so...
Indeed he was, and it only needed 1 goal to beat Guiafere in the quarterfinals as his attack just breaks down, but he's got a chance to keep the pressure on here. 1 back, though, and cleared upfield towards Edison Cavani, who gets the nodded down, but it's been intercepted, and Sofia has the chance to bring it forwards towards Marco Reus. 1 back. It's a really scrappy just inside the half there, as is out towards the left-hand side. 20 minutes gone. We did say the first 25 minutes for TioMiit was probably the most crucial. He's managed to get through that, and we are still level as the ball is played up towards Edison Cavani. A chance for TioMiit to really turn the screw here on the edge of the area. Finds Cavani again, crossing towards the near post, and a bit of a mix-up there. Some slight nerves and played out of play for a corner, and a chance for a set-piece bit of magic here as it's crossed in by TioMiit, but it's headed away. So no real big chances so far in the opening quarter. Just definitely feeling each other out, aren't they, Graham, as the ball gets played in towards the chance to cross. Punch clear by the goalkeeper, only as far as Neymar. Can't get any purchase on it. There'll be no shots there, and it's a chance to bring the ball away for Sofia. Graham, what are you seeing from these 2 players so far?
Still, nobody's really owning the game. TioMiit obviously having the pressure on keeping the ball in Sofia's final third, but no real lethal, you've got to kind of feel gilt-edged chance. There was none of that at this point in time. Obviously, he got into the ball. He had a few potential chances. Actually, from my opinion, there was a chance early on that TioMiit didn't actually see where Cavani made a break, didn't play the ball through at that point in time, chose to build up slowly. He got there into the box, but speaking about being in the box, as Sofia has a shot, great save from the keeper, and TioMiit now has the potential to mount yet another attack, but doesn't have the numbers in the attack this way, and that's where we'll start to see probably the 1-2 balls playing, which causes one of your teammate players to run forward to receive the pass, but even still, TioMiit doesn't look to be committing bodies forward to the attack, which means he's playing a slow, methodical sort of build-up play.
First real chance of the match coming from Sofia, and TioMiit survives it. It was a good save in the end, down to his right-hand side as Cavani tries the swivel shot, but it's broken up. And it's a chance to counter here for Castro. Finds Aubameyang. Lovely first touch there. Back to Castro. Pops it off towards the midfield. Skips away from the first challenge. It opens up on this right-hand side for Aubameyang again.
Oh,
lovely turn there from the Borussia Dortmund man. Cuts inside. Plays it into Castro. These two linking up brilliantly here on this right-hand side. They're trying to shut him out here. Doubling up on Castro, but he keeps possession. Back towards the edge of the area. Still they pile the pressure on. In towards Philippe. In towards Marco Reus. Big chance here for Dortmund. And what a challenge there from TioMiit as Sofia looked to pull the trigger. And Sofia just starting at the end of the first half to mount that pressure, Graham.
Yes, 5 minutes of in-game action there where Sofia controlled every single thing. From that skip in the middle of the park to a few turns to using the fake dummy where you're going to take possession of the ball and let it roll on. Multiple different skills. And at one point, Sofia even stopped with the ball to draw in the attacking players. Could that be that he's figured out how TioMiit likes to move around the ball? If that's the case, we could be seeing some goals very soon. More of that, please.
Indeed. So remember, the two semi-finals each contain a man from home soil. So we could potentially see an all-Japanese final between Maegeka and Sofia, but of course standing in their way is TioMiit from France and Jose from Spain in the other game. And of course TioMiit has done a solid job here keeping out Sofia at the first half here as he tries to get the shot away there. No real chances of note in that first half for PSG. Of course, TioMiit, are you surprised, or did you see enough from Sofia in the game against Guiafera in the quarterfinals to suggest his defence is very solid?
I mean, there was a few opportunities where TioMiit potentially played one or two passes too many. He could have just taken the shot. He was a little bit shot shy. He doesn't want to kind of waste his opportunities. But in doing that, he's not taking the opportunities that are presented to him. Sofia, on the other hand, has obviously built a lot of opportunities for himself, particularly towards the end of that half. So as things are going, TioMiit needs to, when he gets the ball, he needs to be less shot shy and use some of the opportunities that he has. Obviously, he doesn't want to rush it, but that could be costly as Sofia now is in the box.
That's a lovely overlap there on the left-hand side. Crosses across the 6-yard box. Defensive error. Pops it off. Marco Reus had to score. I'm not quite sure how he is not 1-0 to the good, because that is a truly remarkable one-handed save. It dropped to him in the 6-yard box. Really sloppy defending. And instead of going towards a near post, he tried to glance it towards the far post. And that one decision has cost him being 1-0 up, Graham.
Exactly, but it was I mean, you can't take anything away from the instinct save from the keeper. As the ball comes in, he's still in possession, but now TioMiit, he just can't seem to do anything with the ball. He's still in possession now. He needs to build something from this, but once again, a long pass has gone awry, which means Sofia has a chance to put the pressure back on. As the first half ended, we have the exact same story at the start of the second half. Sofia in the driving seat. TioMiit doing all he can, but just doesn't have anything that he can use to mount a fluid attack at this point.
So Sofia definitely strangle-holding TioMiit at the start of this second half. It's really quite impressive to see how good his attacking play is in terms of causing a almost defence. Like every time he gets the ball, he holds it, he plays the percentages, he plays the possession, but now he has been caught on the counter as Edison Cavani skips away from the challenge, plays it across the face. Neymar up with the header, headed away at the near post. Really good defending there again from Sofia, and a chance to counter here through Aubameyang. Support from Royce on this left-hand side as TioMiit shifts his defenders across towards the edge of this area. Crossed in, deflected, and through to the hapless goalkeeper there at the near post. 60 minutes gone here, and still we are yet to see, other than that one proper chance, anything else here, Graham.
What we are seeing, though, is a little bit more possession from TioMiit. He's playing too direct. He's trying to play balls forward every time, but that's not always the best case. I mean, we've seen from the likes of Guiafera in the early games, he can play sideways passes, go backwards again, restart, reshuffle.
Oh, it's a real chance. Aubameyang at the back post, completely unmarked, and it's another incredible save to stop Sofia from taking a 1-0 lead here. Is he going to rue these missed opportunities? It's exactly the same almost as his first chance. He's tried to go across goal when perhaps sneaking it in at that vacant near post was the better option. Is that a case of he's playing the percentages of going for that far post like we would see in real football, but he's not really gauged the fact that the goalkeeper was in a position where the near post was the better option?
Yes, exactly. I mean, that's where you kind of, the likes of Guiafera and so, they would play the extra pass, they would roll the ball over. He's maybe taking the shot there, thinking, okay, I have a decent chance at the far post. Obviously, things aren't coming off for him at this point in time. He still have a third of the game left. So if he carries on with that, a few more of those chances, you've got to think he's going to put one of those away. All he needs is one goal, and that's what we saw exactly in the last game in the quarterfinals against the reigning world champion, knocking him out as we have a chance here. And TioMiit, he loves that fake ball where you hold the, I think it's the sprint button as the ball's approaching you. Don't press any other buttons. You allow the ball to roll on. You sell the pass collection to the defender.
We've just seen that exact thing from Sofia there, using Andre Schürrle. We also have seen a couple of substitutions on the 67-minute mark. Both teams making changes as we look to play out this final third. Remember, if we are level at 0-0, it will go to extra time and, of course, penalties. Can we see another game decided by penalties, Graham? It's truly one of the most exciting for us, watching ways to go out or in of a competition, penalties. But, of course, if you're part of that setup, it's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got to be heartbreaking, especially when you've been through all, I mean, forgetting the prize money, forgetting the tour points, just being stopped, having your momentum crushed from the sake of one direction press going left when you could have gone right or down the middle. So for our perspective, it's good to watch, but from their perspective, it must be painful to relive, as TioMiit now seems to be looking. There's no players in the box. Is he building? He has an opportunity now. Can he find...
Great composure there shown by TioMiit, but he's just been muscled off. He's won it back, though. It's a real chance into the area. Cleared away at the last attempt, but still TioMiit, the man from France, piling on the pressure. In towards Cavani. Surely, what a save.
And
still
again!
Another save. The double save from the Borussia Dortmund goalkeeper has kept TioMiit out. And it was truly remarkable goalkeeping. First down to his right-hand side. He got up quick. He made the adjustment. The save this time with the left hand down to his left-hand side. And with 83 minutes gone, it is all TioMiit in these final stages. How he would love to win it in normal time and not suffer the extra time and penalties. But the offside flag, or should I say it was a free kick, has been awarded to TioMiit. The game was brought back because he was offside, so he maintains possession in this final 5 minutes here. Are we going to see a goal in these final minutes before extra time to send one of these two players through to a Asia round final and a real chance at some big points to make it through to the World Finals in May? Played it through towards Cavani. Boy, he'd love to score now. It's back towards Angel Di Maria. Into Cavani. Surely the winner. What on earth has happened there? Is that a save? Has he put it wide? From our angle here, it looked like it was a save from the goalkeeper. We're just waiting for the instant replay. As it comes through, he shanked it well wide of the target. It's a really poor finish by Edison Cavani. And that was a chance, Graham.
Exactly, and that's what TioMiit does. He builds, he takes one or two attacking chances and he puts them away, but he hasn't done that. Could that be a story within itself? TioMiit isn't doing what TioMiit is known for, and Sofia just needs that one opportunity. But as I say, that TioMiit now back in the ascendancy. He's trying to keep his foot on the gas. He's trying to take it to Sofia in the last minute of the game, but it looks like we're going to extra time, and there we go.
We are going to extra time in the first of the two semi-finals. It's finished here after 90 minutes, 0-0 between Sofia and TioMiit, and that game pretty much panned out how we were expecting, in terms of the fact that TioMiit managed to survive that opening stage, grew into the game. The final 20 minutes was all the Frenchman, and really he should have won that game in the 90 minutes in that final couple of chances. But as it stands, the new lease of life in extra time. Sofia may start brightly like he did in the 90 minutes. And of course this time take advantage. So we've kind of seen a fairly even result, really, a fairly fair result, considering Sofia had the better of the exchanges at the start of the game and TioMiit ended the 90 minutes the stronger. I mean, how do you see extra time panning out, Graham?
Well, if it's anything like the game, and we absolutely love a cliche, but that was the archetypal game of two halves. Sofia undoubtedly having the best opportunities in the first half. TioMiit towards the end of the game brought it back, and we could potentially see something as TioMiit expended too much energy in the game. If so, Sofia will have an opportunity to build, but then again, could Sofia have done the same at the start of the game? It'll be interesting to see how things progress, but if we're not seeing any goals by 20 minutes, we'll probably see the players try to lock it down and take it to the shootout.
So, of course, the second of the two semi-finals will be coming on straight away afterwards. Then, like Graham mentioned earlier, we will have an interlude of PES Mobile before coming back for the official final of the Asia round of the World Tour 2018. So many names have gone out already in this opening exchanges of this Asia Tour. Some of them will have to completely re-qualify for the Americas. Some of the favourites will have to completely qualify again, which was very surprising in those group stages. The final four, we have 2 from Japan, 1 from France and 1 from Spain, and we have here France versus Japan as the ball gets played at the top.
Ball.
What a pass in towards Neymar in the centre. Another chance for TioMiit as we tick into the final minute of the first half of extra time, and pressure really building in this match coming in from TioMiit, who's continued into extra time, perhaps shaded that first half. Is Sofia going to now try and go for the penalties, or do you feel he's now going to respond to that?
No, I feel he's going to try kill the game before we get there. We'll probably
do you feel his legs have gone?
Yeah, possibly. He may have used too much energy. Obviously, we're looking at the team setup now. The players are changing the formations. One of them's going for all-out defence. I couldn't quite see. I think that was Sofia. So I think...
So we've got 2 contrasting styles. One very narrow in Sofia, that spine of the 4-3-3, but very, very close clustered, which would allude to me that the one-touch football in and around that central area is his game plan. Whereas, of course, we've got the 4-4-2, the wide play from TioMiit, and he's having a lot of joy, as we have seen so far today. The width play has really given these players a license to score goals, hasn't it?
It has, but sadly none of them have managed that at this point in time. But that's all we need, just one single goal. And let's just bring it back to the prize money. If anybody can get a winning goal in the next 10-15 minutes or
I'm
so,
going to interrupt because we have a chance here right at the start of the second half of extra time. Another save. The goalkeepers have been truly incredible in this match so far, and it was a real chance again for Sofia at the start of the second half of extra time. If you'd like to continue with the prize
I was just about to say...
I'll probably interrupt you again, but
fine.
Quickly while it's on the halfway line, go.
The winning goal is worth $2,000. There we go, we've got it out. If anybody can get the win in this game, they will guarantee themselves an extra $2,000 in their own personal prize pool. So one goal could mean a very, very big difference.
The winner, of course, will be getting that extra bonus of $4,000 as well. The cooperation fee as the ball gets played in towards the edge of the area, cleared away by TioMiit. I think both these players now feel that penalties is looming. Are they going to try and go for that winner, or do you think they're happy with the penalties now with only 4 minutes remaining?
Well, TioMiit now has the possession, and Andy has the placement on the pitch, so it...
What a time to score if he could get it. Twist. He's
got this. He's got this.
Edison Cavani, and he surely got the winner. What did we say? TioMiit is that man who can... That's a rhyme. He can just soak up the pressure in the early stages of the match, and then that. How many times have we seen over recent PES history over the last year and a half that 1-0 scoreline? I know we're in extra time, but he just needs that one goal, doesn't he? He seems to be very solid if he can avoid conceding in the early stages.
Yeah, I wouldn't expect, I wouldn't be surprised, should I say, to see a quick change now from TioMiit, dropping everything back. We have approximately a minute and a half, maybe 2 minutes of in-game time left. All he needs to do is see that out, and he has guaranteed himself an extra $2,000 and a place in the final of the PES 2018 World Tour, Pesleague World Tour 2018 Asia round. The pressure now, though, is on Sofia, who can show no fear, and that rhymes too.
Wow, you've heard it all. Of course, we mentioned TioMiit being the sort of successor to Lutti, the Ice King, and he's shown it again here, just really composed, not afraid to be under the cosh for the opening half. And then obviously he took advantage in the second half, probed for that winner, couldn't find it, but he's taken that into extra time, and he has won and booked himself a place in the Asia Round World Tour 2018 final. Another chance for big prize money. We are saying goodbye to Sofia, who has qualified already for the Americas, the second round of the World Tour.